Hello and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for today. Today we review Blondie's 1982 album, The Hunter. This was their last album before they temporarily broke up, getting back together in the late 90s. Overall, I would say it's a pretty good album, and it's a decent one to kind of, not end on, but take a hiatus on, I guess. This is the track listing, and these are the tracks I added to my playlist. 7 out of 11, so most of them here. This album's good, but the first half isn't great. The second half is quite good, and the first half is decent enough, I would say. There's a good variety of sound here, but unfortunately some of the sounds don't work that well. That means that the album doesn't flow really well. Although it does pick up some steam on the second half, the first half just kind of feels bare bones. The genre is kind of a new wavy pop rock amalgamation with some slower R&B influence tracks in there, a lot like their previous album, Auto-American. So overall, it's good. There's some good tracks here, but nothing outstanding. And really, you could probably just listen to side 2 and get most of the album. There's a few tracks on side 1 which are good, but overall, it doesn't really work well together. Island of Lost Souls is reggae a little bit. For Your Eyes Only, super pop. The Beast is weird club music. It's a bit of a mess, but ultimately the songs are still pretty good, so it's still okay. There's only one single released before the album, Island of Lost Souls. My favorite song here, though, definitely War Child. It's the most rock-oriented song here, and it makes just a great start to side 2. This song single-handedly manages to cut through the drag of side 1 and kind of makes the album actually pretty good, although obviously the songs right after that are also good, so it helps it out a lot, but without this one at the front of side 2, I don't think this album would be as good. I rank this album 4th out of Blondie's 6 albums I've heard so far. Definitely better than their directly previous album, Auto-American, but not as good as their late 70s work. It's an improvement, but they haven't really exceeded themselves with this album, I feel. And while it's pretty close to Plastic Letters, it definitely doesn't flow as well as Parallel Lines or Eat to the Beat. So overall, I would say definitely a step up, but I'm still waiting for them to sort of exceed their sound and flows. Also, this album doesn't take my top spot from 1982. That stays with Duran Duran's Rio, which is an almost perfect album and definitely a lot better than The Hunter. So that one definitely stays. Next up is Sting's 1999 album, Brand New Day. It's alright, but not anything spectacular. It's basically an average Sting album, so nothing great, but still not too bad. So stay tuned for that, and as always, stay minty.